So hello you beautiful people. I hope you are keeping well and you've had good weeks. It is now the weekend, and for those who are working, I am sorry. I know what it's like, but hopefully you'll have some nice weather on your days off. But either way, the idea for today's stream will be to actually attempt doing not minimalist, I did that last week, doing abstract photography. It's something that I experimented with on the first picture, which didn't make it to the uh, Instagram, and there was also one when I was editing, and it gave me the idea to give this a try. So let's just jump in and see what we get. Right, let's try this for minimalist pictures. I think they're quite interesting. If I can isolate it. And zoom right in. Autofocus off. Really narrow. So no, I don't really like that one. I think it's that one I like the most. As close as I can get. So yeah, something, let's try, that's the best I can do in focal distance. Something like that, because it's quite an interesting shape to this plant. We've got a fairly plain background to it, some really strong light on it. And I'm going to crop to just where the sort of, I don't know, it looks like a man of war head to it, and some of the tendrils hanging down, and I think that will be the image. As you can tell, I'm having a little bit of fun with this. I may even try to get the bit on the end as well. Something like that. So, I don't know if you can work out, but there's a dial, because I think it's a radio. I quite like that. I may incorporate the bit on the left. I may just have it as predominantly black. And then where the dial, like the top of the, or the far edge of the dial is, as you're looking at it, may have that as a crop. This may prove to be many, many photos. I do like that thing there. But I want to experiment. Again, autofocus off. With something around about... No, actually, I think that did work better there. Cannot get... I know. Something like that. Don't really want anything in focus. And oh, wait a minute. I think I did this on the last stream as well, embarrassingly so. So we can increase this a bit. Not too much. Trying to remove too many things that make it easy to identify. Or maybe... Well, let's take this. Because, one, we've got plenty of space, and two, I don't know if I'll be able to recreate this. But... something like that. A really narrow focal point. I think that's quite nice, so quite like the blur. Turn that off. Nope, that was the angle. Carry on with that. No, I do like that curve of the 3 dots on the left hand side. Let's just grab that. Yeah, with all these different tasks that I've set myself, I've actually found myself to be far more creative. Oh, that's almost impressionist.
Do it like all the photographers on racetracks. Do the action stand, make the photo and look at it for the next 5 minutes.
I actually did try doing some action shots. So I was out on Saturday just walking around because we actually had some nice weather, and there was a couple of lads on mountain bikes. Well, one on a mountain bike, one on a BMX. And so I tried doing some action shots with them. I actually really enjoyed the experience, but I did spend a fair amount of time trying to look at it and see if it came out right. But in my defense, bikes are much smaller than cars. Trying to work out how much detail to have in this, because I like how the flowers are at this blur level, but I'm not too sure about the plant itself. Whereas that sort of blurs the plant out enough, but just not the flower. So I'm just going to go with this, I think. I hope you enjoyed this video. One of my main aims was to experiment with the idea of abstract photography, and some of it was working with angles, working with shapes, some of it was working with different blur effects as well, so the like really shallow depth of field, trying to look for patterns and that sort of thing. I do hope that they turn out well, but if you have a look on Instagram, they will most likely be there by the time this video comes out. And remember, we say goodbye so we can say hello again. Goodbye.